Okay, so I've got a bit of a problem. I need to redo the silicone molding around my sink, and I've got no tools to do it. I've got some TPU and a 3D printer, and I've got the free version of Fusion 360. So, without further ado, I think the first thing we need to do is to create a sketch on this face, um, and then I'm thinking we create a triangle. So, I think about 10 centimeters aside is probably about right. So if I just type in 100, so that's 100 millimeters, hit tab, and then the internal angle of a triangle, of an equilateral triangle, is going to be 180 divided by 3, which is 60 degrees. So if we do that as 60 degrees there, and then we can do another line from here to here. So again, it's going to be 100 millimeters, that's 10 centimeters, and then this is going to be well, it'll be 0 degrees from that central line, right? So the internal angle there is 60 degrees. Then that means we should have a line here to here, which can be 100 millimeters long and 60 degrees. And there we've got a sketch of a equilateral triangle. Now, if I click my mouse wheel, I can drag this around to get a bit more central, and have a look like this. Now, if we want to finish this sketch, in fact, we don't want to finish it, do we? I'm going crazy. Right, so if we go back to edit the sketch, we want to curve off these angles. So we can use this tool here to fillet the angles. So we want to fillet between these two. And let's say we want a 5mm fillet for this one. And then we'll go up in increments here. So this will be a 10mm fillet. And then for the biggest fillet, we'll go for something like a 20mm fillet. There we go. So now we've got a sketch with different angles here. We can finish the sketch, and we can extrude this up. Maybe, I think 4mm is probably a good shout. But even right here, these are quite sharp angles, so we want to fillet this again. I'm thinking a full circle is going to be fine, or a full half circle. Now this is 4mm thick, so I want 2 sets of 2mm fillets, which we could do here on this corner here. We want a 2mm fillet, and we could do the exact same for this bottom corner, and that's going to be a 2mm fillet. And now we've actually got quite a nice shape. We've got different angles that we can use to shape the silicone into the molding. And yeah, next step is probably going to be to add some text onto this. Okay, so now that we've got our basic shape, we've got 5mm, 10mm, and 20mm curves. Let's go ahead and create a new sketch on the same plane, so this one here. And this time, if we go to the create menu up here, we can go to text. We can go ahead and put text here, which is the 20mm curve. We can then go ahead and move that around if we want, but that's pretty nicely placed. And then we can go ahead and do the same again for the 5mm curve. But this time we are going to want to rotate it as we're having all of the text central, and then we can move this around. There we go. And that is pretty central. So then we go again, we'll do text here. So this is a 10mm curve. And then we want to rotate that because we're having all the text facing inwards. Hit the enter key, and then we can go ahead and move that there. Now, if we go ahead and we hide our bodies for a second, we'll just have these guys. If we go back to solid, we want to extrude these guys up. We go back to solid, we can do 0.5 mil. If we just double check with our original body, yep, that comes up 0.5 mil. And let's do the same for all of our other ones. So let's that one up 0.5, that one up again 0.5. Let's hide our sketch and show our body, and there we go, voila, ready for printing. So let's go ahead, and if we go to File, we can export this as an STL, throw it into Prusa Slicer, and then get printing. And here we have it, straight off the print bed. It comes off really nicely. One thing that I did notice is the text on top of the numbers were a little bit stringy and hard to read. Maybe my filament was a little bit wet, maybe I need to make them bigger, less learned, but it's still functional, and it's going to be perfect for just scraping that silicone around my sink or bath there. So perfectly functional, safe strip to the hardware store. I'm happy. See you next time.